Today's story is about the kind of drama you don't see coming, the kind that finds you even when you're just minding your own business. And sometimes, even when you're completely innocent, you still end up being the villain in someone else's story. Welcome to Short Stories with Lola. I never thought I'd be the kind of person to get caught up with messy drama. I usually keep my head down, mind my business, and avoid unnecessary conflict. Drama stresses me out. But somehow, despite my best efforts, it found its way to my doorstep. I found myself at the center of a situation I had nothing to do with. And the worst part, I didn't even see it coming. It all started with a simple favor. A friend of mine, let's call her Sophie, asked if I could drop off a package I had kept for her at her boyfriend's apartment while she was out of town. She'd need it as soon as she got back, and since she'd be seeing him first, it made sense to leave it with him. And I figured, why not? So after work, I stopped by, and her boyfriend Brian was so polite, but a little too friendly when I got there. I chalked it up to him being social, handed over the package, and left without thinking twice about it. No weird vibes, no awkward moments, just a quick errand, or so I thought. See, the next morning, I woke up to a series of texts from Sophie. Wow, so this is what we're doing now. I expected better from you. You could have at least admitted it instead of lying to my face. My heart dropped. What in the world was she talking about? I called her, confused, only for her to go off on me. Apparently, Brian had told her that I had been flirting with him, that I had lingered while I dropped off the package, that I looked to him a certain way. I was completely blindsided. For a moment, I even questioned myself. Had I done something without realizing it? Sophie, I said. I was literally in his apartment for less than 5 minutes. I dropped off the box and left. That's it. But she was not having it. In her mind, her boyfriend wouldn't lie. She kept throwing things at me like, he said you seemed into him, and why would he make that up? Why not? At this point, I realized there was no winning this argument, no matter what I said. She already decided I was guilty. Now here's the kicker. A few weeks later, they broke up because, surprise, surprise, Brian had been cheating on her the whole time with someone else. Oh, not me. Not even close. Now, when the truth came out, Sophie reached out and apologized, saying she had been so wrapped up in her relationship that she believed anything Brian said. She admitted she felt guilty for lashing out at me, especially since I had been nothing but a good friend to her. And while I appreciated the apology, it taught me an important lesson. Sometimes you can be completely uninvolved in a situation and still end up the villain in someone else's story. I had done nothing wrong, yet I got dragged into chaos simply because someone else needed a scapegoat. Now, the moment I sense drama brewing, I take a step back. Several, actually. I've learned that some situations are best watched from a safe distance. So be careful about getting involved in things that aren't your business, even if it's as innocent as running an errand. Some people will twist anything to fit their narrative, and before you know it, you'll find yourself the main character in the drama you never auditioned for. Thank you for watching and listening to today's story. I hope it made you laugh, cringe, or at least reminded you to be careful whose drama you walk into, even by accident. Sometimes the best move is to stay out of it entirely. This is Short Stories with Lola. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next week, stay out of trouble, or at least try to.